That's kind of what I want to be able to tell you is, hey, if you're looking for a machine so that you can do everything, I think this is just a great choice. The price is absolutely fantastic. Remember the days? Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. I'm back with the Ikier Master. I had all this plan, okay, what am I gonna say? This isn't that kind of channel. This is a laser business. I run a laser business. And I'm just a guy who loves lasers. That's kind of it. So this isn't gonna be overproduced, but I did set it up all nice because I do absolutely love this machine. And it's staying. As I said in the little teaser video, this is the new part of the family. So it stays here. And then I have a diode laser on the side that I use for just some things or an emergency or something like that. Because I run a laser business, But we're going to get into all that much later. I've been doing so much testing on this machine. I've been running wood, leather, acrylic, and we're going to kind of go over those things. That's the kind of video this is going to be. I will go over some of the basics that are important, that I feel are important, and then you can make your own decision. Of course, I have a discount link below, $300 off. So you use the link, then you can kind of go over what I'm talking about, look at what the price is, the accessories, the things like that, all that kind of stuff. But for me, I get down to brass tacks, as in, what can the machine do, right? How do I use it for, not only for a business, for your pleasure, or whatever you guys want to use it for, great. Can you do it? That's kind of what this channel is more about. So, first of all, wood. Here, I'm actually going to bring the camera over here. First thing I started with is wood. Always a good thing to start with, right? I always start with a cutout and a circle test, just to make sure. Is it making circles? It's kind of important. Do I need to adjust belts or something like that? And am I getting any soot off of the sides? In this case, no. So everything's great. It's cutting, it's making circles, good to go. Then I can move on from there. Now, I don't always do a huge cut test every time because I already have a vague idea of what's going on. But for y'all, of course, I did a full-blown cut test with this thing. And as you can see, just changing the focus a little bit, I just wanted to kind of see what was going to happen, right? And I'm going to have a ton of videos on this machine because it is, again, a machine that I'm using for my business. So there'll be a lot, just kind of like with the AtomStack Craft, you saw a lot of videos of me using it because that was my machine. Well, now you're going to see a lot of this one and the Craft, which I absolutely love as well. I'm going to digress here for just a second. Just so you know, AtomStack and Ikier are sister companies. So Ikier is a subsidy of AtomStack. Part of the reason why I was so excited to get it, because I personally just love what AtomStack and Ikier are doing these days. It's my favorite laser company right now. So very excited, very happy with that. I think it's a favorite for a lot of the people who are actually doing business. If you're using desktop laser size, I don't really want a huge laser. So anyway, I did the cut test here and you can see my results. It just turned out great. It actually cuts better than a 40-watt diode. Excellent laser. For wood, it works perfectly. Now this is pre-finished wood that I got from Craft Closet. So this is 3mm. So it does make a difference on engraving. I'm going to go over that here in a little bit. But as far as cutting, it's going to be the same. So amazing performance for wood. No more to say there. It just works, right? There's nothing. If you are somebody who's thinking about getting this machine and you're like, can I do wood as well as I can on any other laser? The answer is yes, maybe a little bit better. It just works great. So we move on from that. What to a lot of people, the reason why you would get a CO2 laser is to be able to also do acrylic. Now, that's not only because you can make acrylic items. Yes, that is important. Like you see behind, these are some of my files. Everything you see that I have made here is a file that I not only sell, but I also make for my business, right? I make these wallets, I make these bottle openers, I make these, and you can get them too, link below, of course. I find the most important things for me to test are the things that I actually sell, right? I want to make sure that they work. And something missing for me has been acrylic. I haven't been able to do acrylic because I've been using a diode laser. And just so you're understanding, I did a test on, I don't know, like 40 different acrylics to see how a diode laser would work. And it works on some things, and you can watch that video. But as you can see, a lot of them, no matter what I did, this is 300 millimeters per minute, 3 times, and it's just scratching the surface. So you're not really gonna be able to do it with, and this is Moonflower, really something close to what I use for my bottle openers. And I like to do some acrylic bottle openers. So since I couldn't do that, of course, you could see how cleanly and perfectly that cuts out. I mean, look at that, just tiny little burn mark in one spot. It is just amazing. So I'm able to cut out things like this, and this is kind of mirror, but it's also see-through. Really, really interesting. But the lines around it are just so crisp and so perfect. Here's the cut test. Just absolutely destroyed this, and you can see not a lot of burn in the back, not a lot of problems. It just looks really, really good. Here's the mirror, about the same. The acrylic performance is just unreal. And of course, I had to, if I'm going to do this engraving, I got to do an engrave test. That I don't do a lot of engraving, so I did really need to test and make sure that I had the right settings for that. Absolutely fantastic, just so clear, so crisp. I can honestly say, I think for acrylic, this is the best laser I've ever used. Now, I will say it has the slats instead of a honeycomb. That makes an enormous difference as far as flashback, as far as what you get on the back. I mean, look at this, clean as a whistle. I don't know if you can see that, but it's clean as a whistle on the back. You never see that for leather, but we're going to get into leather in a minute. But I also wanted to show you, yeah, here, just the cleanliness. This is straight out. I didn't finish any of these items, even the wood. This is pre-finished wood, and it's just perfect right out of the laser. I don't have to, I could just sell this as is. I don't need to do anything with it. And if you've ever made wood items, you realize that the finishing is just such a pain. So here's the acrylic, and I don't know if you could see it well. It is just clean as a whistle, just beautiful. Ready to go, don't need to do anything. And here's the one I did on the diode laser, and I'll bring up a picture of that, but you can see there's a little bump around the outside, and the edges just aren't super clean. What I'd have to do is do a little bit of sanding around these to be able to sell them. So really, really big benefit. Not only that, you know, the settings you got to use to do something like that are pretty time consuming, whereas this cuts, as you can see by the cut test, it cuts just like 3 millimeter wood. I mean, it's basically the same settings. I mean, look how close this is. Here's the settings right here. It's just almost exactly the same. So it's really nice not having to change your settings much for doing acrylic versus doing wood. So if you think, hey, how thick a wood can I cut? Well, that's pretty much your acrylic. Just for fun, I know some people love to do that. So here's a, I don't know, almost 1/2 inch. It's pretty thick. Yeah, a piece of acrylic, and I cut this in 2 passes. Now, if you're buying this laser to do 1/2 inch acrylic consistently, I would not buy this laser. That's just my personal opinion. I think you're gonna want a 100 watt at least to be able to consistently do 1/2 inch, but it will absolutely do it. It will absolutely look great, no problems. But here I did 300 millimeters per minute times 2. Now, Can you do this in one pass? The answer is yes, but I wouldn't do it because you're talking about flames, right? And I just really don't want to cause any possibility of fire. It does have a flame sensor, but that's almost worse when something starts catching fire and your flame sensor goes off and stops it in the middle of a job. Yeah, it saves your house, which is fantastic, which this does have a flame sensor, and it hasn't gone off accidentally yet. That used to be a huge problem with these types of lasers, that if it had a flame sensor, you'd get halfway through a project and then it would just randomly stop your laser. It was such a pain. But no problems with this one. It's worked great. Again, if you're doing, I would say, here, we're looking, this is 6mm wood, right? So this is true 6mm. And it will go through it in one pass without question, easy, no problem. That's not an issue. Look how clean that is on the back. Actually, absolutely easy. But then when you start getting up at the 1/2 inch, I would probably use 2 passes, and it wouldn't be something that I would do consistently, but it absolutely can do it, no problem. I wouldn't hesitate, here, I should put it this way. I wouldn't hesitate to do it, but it wouldn't be my main source of business. So acrylic, amazing, the most beautiful. I highly, highly recommend it. Now I'm making all these recommendations based on what I really feel. This isn't a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid. This is something, and I'm using this machine as my personal, so that this is something I can't mess around with. The third thing that we're gonna go over is leather. Now, when it comes to leather, it does it amazing. Look at this. This is 3-ounce leather, right? So we're talking about 1.2 to 1.4 millimeters. This is very thin. This is what I use to make my wallets. Well, you can see right here. It's very thin leather on my wallets, and it works great. Obviously, I just did a video on that. We're going to go over that in a second. But slightly thicker, probably 1.6. But then we get to like the 2 millimeter, and you can see it's just cutting it out perfectly. Now, if you're saying, hey, I can't read the writing and all that, I didn't try to get perfect settings on that. This was a cut test, so I'm not really trying to make this perfect, but you can see that's pretty thick. This is actually between 7 and 8 ounce leather. So this is pretty thick leather. You're going to use this for straps and things like that, and you can see it just blows through it. And look at the back. That is unreal clean. Look how clean that is. Unbelievable. Way cleaner than my hands, but hey, I run a business. So it's just the way it's going to be. So then I was thinking, well, as I always do, is it practical, right? I could do a cut test, but can I make a wallet? And so you can take a look at this. You can see it's just super clean on leather, super clean. So I can make all of my leather files. And the reason, some of you may be thinking, well, I don't want to do acrylic. And for me, I was kind of in that camp, other than these fun little things that I like to make. I don't do a lot, I didn't do a lot of acrylic. But then when I started making these, they were selling like crazy. So you gotta go with the flow, right? But the thing is what I'm going to be using this for is leather stamps. So I can you can make leather stamps, and then I press my logo, press whatever. Stamps for leather is very expensive. I already have the press. I already have all the things I need to do it. All I need is the stamps. But acrylic stamps are super useful and very cheap, and I can make a bunch. It's just the way to go. So I'm super, super happy about that. There will absolutely, positively be a video on laser leather stamps, and that's going to be a thing. Now, a couple of just basic things about the laser. I told you it has an amazing front screen. It already has, you see this here. Here, let me pull this back. You see this here that I have an air assist up here. Well, it already has air assist. And as far as I've been able to tell, there's very little difference by adding an air assist than by using what they have inside. But I did it just for testing, and you can, it's nice that you can do that. You can put in your own air assist to this machine. I appreciate that. This isn't the most powerful one. Obviously, if you have a shop air, you can add that in. It's fully Lightburn compatible, which is extremely important for me. There are some brands out there that they use their own software. They can use Lightburn, but they're not made to use Lightburn. This one feels like it's made to use Lightburn. You know, I just plugged it in. It was very, very simple, very easy. Everything has worked exactly how it's supposed to with Lightburn, but they also have proprietary software as well. But in my opinion, when you buy this, you're getting the $300 off anyway. Get yourself the Lightburn pack, and you're gonna thank me later, just because everything that you make and do, like all my files and stuff, you could just download them into Lightburn, and then boom, you're ready to go. You know, you pick your settings and you're off. And I just do all my designing. Every file that I make, I do all my designing in Lightburn. So, and then whatever laser you get, that software will almost always work. You know, I've run into that problem in the past. But I also wanted to say, this is the size of the bed, basically. It's perfect for 12 by 19 pieces of wood. So you just throw them in there, you're ready to go. Another thing that I really, really like, because the acrylic also comes in the same size, right? So it's just the perfect size in my opinion. I really loved the old square machines, but I have a trouble using them now just because I can't just throw in my wood, and that's the ultimate difference. Now, some of you have already asked me about accessories, and it does have a riser base, and it does have a conveyor belt, and hopefully we'll get to those at some point and I will be able to show them to you. Obviously, the riser base you're going to want not just for the conveyor belt, but you're also going to want it if you want to do rotary work. So I think that the rotary that they use for everything Atom Stack is also going to work on here. But actually, it lists it right in the page. If you just go to the link, it lists the riser base and the conveyor belt and the chuck rotary. So you can check all that out, and at some point, maybe, you know, we'll be able to use it here. There is a gajillion more things to talk about this machine, obviously. But this is my kind of video, right? This is what can I use it to run my business? The answer is yes. That's kind of the end of the story for me. That's kind of what I want to be able to tell you is, hey, if you're looking for a machine so that you can do everything, I think this is just a great choice. The price is absolutely fantastic. Remember the days where a machine like this would be $5,000? They'd have proprietary software and it wouldn't work nearly as well. They've come so far, and I'm so happy to have this machine in my shop and to be able to do all that I do. So stay tuned for more videos on this. I can clear up any questions you have and then go into more detail on lots of different things. It's just, this is kind of enough for one video, I think. So there you have it. Ikier Master. I love it. Use the links below. Use the links below. Check out everything, and I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all. What? Look how clean that back is.